Hello, welcome to part 82 of Laravel 9 series, in which we are creating the multi-vendor e-commerce website. So we are going to continue working on the vendor module, vendor registration, and in this video we are going to create the vendor form and we'll validate it as well. Okay, so let's start. We are going to create the vendor form. Vendor form is already there. We are going to update its fields as per our own requirement. We are going to make name field, email and mobile and password. Okay, so let's open this login register page that we have created last time. Okay, rest of the files we can close now, and we can open this login register update file, and we can open the form. This is the register form for the vendor. Okay, so first of all we are going to make it form ID. We are going to add the Laravel validation as well. We can make it vendor form action, and in action we are going to create this route later on. We are going to create the route like vendor register. Okay, so this is the route that we are going to create, and with the method as post method, and don't forget to add the CSRF token for the security, CSRF. Okay, and here first field is name. So ID, here we can take the ID as vendor name. Okay, we can take it like vendor name like this, and here type is test, that is fine, and name we are going to take the name as this one. Okay, so ID, vendor name fine it is, and placeholder also we can like vendor name. Okay, and after that name we can add the mobile. We will make sure that mobile and email must be unique. Okay, now vendor name, instead of vendor name it will be vendor mobile, and here as well vendor mobile. Okay, so after mobile, email, here we can mention it. Okay, we can mention as vendor email. Okay, so here as well vendor email, and vendor email is type we can use email. So here also we can make it like required later on. Okay, so after email, password. Okay, password also we can make it as vendor password. Okay, so when we will work on user form, we are going to make it user password, so that IDs must be unique in the website. Okay, so that it will not conflict. Even you can add the jQuery validation for these. Okay, so we have already added in the basic and advanced e-commerce series. If you can check that series, and you can also able to add the jQuery validation, but we are going to add the Laravel validation, that is also the server side validation. We can call it as the server side as well. HTML5 validation we will also add. HTML5 plus Laravel validation we are going to add, so that it will be fully secure. So vendor password, for password we are going to use as type password. Okay, and here we will make it vendor password or one. Okay, like this. So these terms and condition. Okay, so for this one we can also add the ID. ID is already accept, and name also we can add it as accept. Okay, so that's fine, and now class button, everything seems to be fine. Okay, so now we are going to create this route. We are going to create this route in web.php file. Straight away after this one we are going to create another route, vendor register route. Okay, so here route, post route here. So it is not necessary, this slash is not necessary, you can also remove it. Okay, we have not added anywhere. Okay, so vendor, here we are going to make it like vendor register. This is the post route, vendor register, vendor controller, and here we are going to make it like vendor register, like this. Okay, so now we are going to create this vendor register function in vendor controller. So here we are going to add public function. Okay, we can use it like this. Okay, but we are not required. Yeah, we require it as well. We will vendor register. Okay, is the function, and here we are going to add request $request. Okay, and here we are getting the data in post method. If $request is method post, like this, $data request all. Okay, so here we are going to print the data once. Like this. Okay, so we are going to check it. Let's see. I'm going to add here, going to refresh it. See, it has been changed now. Vendor name, vendor mobile. Okay, so first of all I'm going to click on register. See, nothing is coming. Okay, it is empty. So if we are going to add some of the data, okay, like Sanjay is the username. Okay, like this. Okay, Sanjay@yahoo.com 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, I read register, then see all the data is coming here. Okay, so we are going to work on the validation first of all. Okay, then we'll move further. We are going to add the Laravel validation. So we will attach here validator class, use validator. This one we have also done so many times in advanced e-commerce series. If you have seen that series, then it will be really easy for you. Okay, so here we are going to add the Laravel post validation, Laravel validation we are going to add. Okay, so validate, we will add validate vendor. Okay, so here we are going to add here first of all the rules will come in this one, this array. Okay, and its custom message will come in another array. Okay, so in the first array rules will come, and in the next array custom message will come. Okay, so here first of all we are going to see name is required, vendor name, that is coming as in name. Okay, required for vendor name. So email, vendor email, that must be unique. Okay, so we are going to add it as required as well. First required, then it must be email only, and then unique and admins. Okay, so required email, unique, admin. So see here, email, it must be email, and it must be unique as well, and we are going to check the admins table for its uniqueness. Okay, so not only admins table, we are going to check the one more table we are going to check, and that is the vendors table as well. Okay, So both the tables we are going to check. And another validation is here we are going to add the comma. Okay, so another validation is the mobile validation. Okay, so here we are going to add the mobile unique. Mobile also must be unique in admins as well as the vendors table. Both the tables mobile must be unique. Okay, so after this we are going to add the accept. So in accept we are going to add it as well required. Okay, so user, that vendor must must accept the terms and conditions, so we will add the required. So we can also add the custom message for all these, like for first one, name required, we will add the custom message name is required, and we can do it like this. Okay, so for email is required, and email.unique. For email.unique you can see email.unique. Okay, unique, here we can add email already exists, okay, so here accept, for accept required we will write it like please accept terms and conditions. Okay, so here also for both, and mobile.required, mobile.unique, mobile is required, mobile already exists, like this. Okay, so now it seems to be fine. Custom message. So now if this rule fails, then we are going to send back the user to the login blade file. So first of all we are going to add here the validator variable. We are going to take the validator variable, validator, and fetch this one with validator class, validator, make $data, first one for getting the data, and $rules, the second one, and then custom message, third one. Okay, so after getting this all in validator variable, we are going to check whether this is fail. If in case it fails, then we are going to return back the user. So we will return back the user here, return retract back the user. We can also do it like this, retract back. Okay, retract back with errors dot validator. Okay, so we are going to display this one in our login register blade file. So we are going to check once that how to display validator error in Laravel blade. Okay, like this. Okay, so we will get the hint. So we can come to check. See here, we can just copy this one. We can copy this one and can add it here. But see, we have our own divs. We can check in products.blade.php file in admin. Okay, we can copy this one. That is better. Okay, we can copy and paste it, and we will check where to paste this one. We can paste it after here. Okay, so here is the error message. okay, we can paste for success message as well. I will copy and paste for error message as well. Error message here. Okay, here error, fine, error message, okay, fine. So now in this one, one more we are going to add here. I'm going to copy this one, and that is for this one here, any errors, any we are going to paste it here like this. Okay, and here inside this we can use this implode and can paste it here. Instead of this one, we can simply use here PHP and add it inside like this one. Div I think div may not work, but let's see. Okay, so now we are going to refresh this one, continue, and see validate mobile does not exist. What error is coming? Validate mobile does not exist. Some error is coming here. Required mobile, validate mobile does not exist. So here we are going to check why this error is coming. Yeah, it is coming because there is no mobile thing exist. I just copy paste, so that's why it comes. So it is not required at all. We can add the digits. I think digits validation is the another validation, and also we can able to get the that particular. I'm going to check mobile validation Laravel validator. Okay, so it will, I think, will give us some idea that how to add it. I'm going to add for the Indian mobile, and here you can see minimum length 11 like this numeric. Okay, so you will get these kind of validations. Okay, so we can add like in India it is 10, you can add your own. Okay, so now I think it must work fine. We're going to refresh this one and we'll see. Okay, I'm going back and we'll try once again. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, I will left something like this one I have not done, and now see. Okay, so another error is coming. This class, we require to add some class. If some kind of such error comes, then you can simply open and you can add the class, because the Laravel works with the classes. Okay, so this is the class that we are going to add at the top. Okay, we can add it like this, and now we are going to try once again, and we will go back and we'll add the password once again, and we'll try this time without accepting the terms and condition, and here the error comes, but you can see how bad it looks. Okay, so we are going to cut it from here. I'm going to add it somewhere else. I'm going to add it here. So let's see whether it resolved this issue. I'm going to once again see. Now it is fine, but the error is not coming actually because we have not added echo here. Okay, now the error must also come. I'm going to try once again without accepting, and here you can see now the error messages are coming fine. Name is required, email is required, mobile is required, please accept terms and condition. Okay, these 4 errors are coming. So it is coming like this. Okay, so I think we have added the name and other information, so I'm going to test it. Like it is now, it is not saying that email, that name is required. Okay, see, it is working fine. Okay, so if you will left it empty, it is saying that everything is empty, we need to fill the data. Okay, so let's fill all the data correctly this time. Okay, so I have already having the data, so this time no error must come. So email is required, still it is saying the email is required. So I think we need to type once again, or maybe some issue. So email is required, still coming. So we need to check that whether there is some issue here. Vendor email, okay, and here name, we forget to add the name here. Okay, name, email, okay, now it is fine. So now we're going to try once again. Sanjay, okay, any other name we're going to add, like Rahul, this one, okay, rahul@hotmail.com, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and this time it is done. Okay, no error has come, so it means it is fine. Okay, so these validations are working fine, and after validating the vendor, we are going to save its details in admins and vendors table. That we are going to do in the next video. We are going to save its details. I am going to mention you once again, going to show you once again that this is our process. We able to embed the form in the last video, we able to validate the form in this video. In the next video, we are going to create the vendor account, but its status is inactive and it is not confirmed. Okay, so we will send the confirmation email to the vendor so that the vendor can able to confirm his account. Then only he can able to log in and will add his further details. Once he will add his complete details, then admin will activate his account. Okay, so this is the process we are working on, vendor registration process. Okay, so 2 videos are done, 3 are coming soon, so please stay tuned for that. You are going to learn this easy way of vendors very soon. We are going to create the multi-vendor type of website with much easy code that you have ever seen. Okay, so one request I want to make you, do subscribe the channel. Please subscribe the channel, please. Okay, it's my humble request. Okay, do see, this is my channel. If you are the new user or if you are the old user, please subscribe the channel. If you can't join, if you can't get the code, if you can't spend the money, then it's okay, you can simply subscribe. You can open this youtube.com/stack developers. Name is very easy, I think it is not tough at all, stack developers, and you can subscribe from here and do like my videos so that I will get some benefit out of from my friends. Okay, so that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.